Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Chairman, I was not here when we took the vote before the committee to confirm or to advance Lori Chavez DeRemer to be the Secretary of Labor. I intended to support her nomination moving out of committee. If it's appropriate, I would ask unanimous consent to be recorded as yes by proxy.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Sonderling, thank you for the opportunity for discussion last week. As I shared with you, probably at greater length than you wanted.
I enjoyed it very much.
Well, you learned a lot about fish.
Yes.
And that's okay.
Slime. We're going to do it together.
Sunline. Yeah, we're going to take you out there. You're going to see for yourself. But I shared with you the disappointment that I've had over the years that the department can be an obstacle to us in obtaining H2B workers by not processing timely these labor certifications. I shared that I think that the system is broken. We need these workers. We would love nothing more than to have 100% American workers, but our reality is that despite every effort that we have made, we have been not successful with that. And if we don't have the workers, the fish can't be processed, and we have an industry that falls to its knees. So I really appreciate your commitment to working with me to help meet Alaska's seafood workforce needs. So I look forward to
You have my
that
full
partnership.
commitment. We had a long, just very technical discussion about the H2B program, but I really think that's a very good example of why there's a need for that program. And as you know, the Department of Labor's jurisdiction related to this is not only to test the labor market, whether it be salaries or actually workforce, but this is an example where there is no local workforce, and we need this program to be able to succeed in both in Alaska, Maryland, Virginia, more closer by with the seasons and the technicalities of this. I am fully committed to working on that with you together to make sure that the seafood seasons, which don't align necessarily with other temporary working seasons, that we're able to process those too. You have my full commitment on that.
Good. I look forward to working on that. Let me shift to our veterans. The Veterans Employment and Training Services Overseas Program designed to help our vets transitioning service members and our military spouses. This is important as they're seeking to gain meaningful employment. An assistant secretary for this program for vets hasn't been nominated yet. Can you commit to prioritizing appointing a veteran who has firsthand experience with the challenges of transitioning to civilian development? Can you give me that kind of an assurance? I think it's important.
Absolutely. And let me say a few things on this. It is very important, in my opinion, that a veteran lead that department, and one that understands the complexities of leaving service and coming into the private sector workforce. Somebody who could actually help them with the military codes, change it to their resume, and see the types of jobs that are best built to their skills. And that's a huge part of the vets remit, to ensure that not only there's funding and training for that, but you actually can do that. I think you have my full commitment, and I'm going to speak on behalf of the hopefully soon-to-be Labor Secretary, that we will ensure that role gets filled.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that. It is key, it's significant, and that kind of experience you just can't replicate without having had that veteran background. I was here when Senator Hassan was talking about the sensitivity of information at Department of Labor, and know that this senator shares the concern about the confidentiality of that. We can talk pros and cons about how DOGE is moving through, but as I'm talking to Alaskans, one of the concerns that I'm hearing is we don't know why there are those who are gaining access. It may be fine, it may be not, but I'm nervous about it. I think that we can alleviate anxiety and nervousness by just saying your sensitive data is going to remain confidential. So I just wanted to put that out there on the record for that. I want to talk to you about apprenticeships, and we've shared the concerns that we have in rural areas. It's just hard. You've got folks who want to be part of the skilled workforce, but I think we need to find some more creative ways to support workforce development in rural areas, not just Alaska, other parts of the country, where communities are kind of disconnected from the traditional workforce. And I don't know if you have any specifics that you can give me in 20 seconds or just a commitment, but we need to focus on this rural workforce.
You have my full commitment, and as we discussed during my last time at Wage and Hour, I studied the Alaska workforce, both from a DOL perspective and the needs that the Department of Labor needs to give there. And you have my full commitment that we will work together, again, in this administration to make sure that all aspects of Department of Labor programs are available in Alaska.
Good, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator